Every single day, whether you feel it or not, there's a war being waged inside of you. Your body is this incredible battlefield, constantly fighting off invisible invaders. So, we're going to go behind the front lines of this amazing defense system to really understand how you get sick and maybe even more fascinating, how your body fights back.
I mean, we've all wondered this, right? But the answer, it turns out, is a lot more interesting than just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. See, getting sick isn't really about bad luck. It's this precise chain of events, almost like a tiny microscopic heist. So what does a germ actually have to do to make you feel sick? Well, let's follow the trail.
Okay, first things first, let's get one thing straight. You are not alone, not even close. Right now, your body is home to literally trillions of microbes. But here's the crazy part. Most of them are totally harmless, and some are even helpful. It's just a tiny, tiny fraction of them. The ones we call pathogenic, that just means disease-causing, those are the real troublemakers. They're the ones looking for a chance to break in and start an infection.
All right, so when these little troublemakers actually succeed, we call it an infection. It's a word we throw around all the time, right? But what does it actually mean on a biological level?
An infection is, well, it's basically a successful invasion. It happens when those pathogenic germs, bacteria, viruses, all that stuff, get past your first defenses and start to multiply inside you. Think of it like a hostile takeover at the cellular level. And that feeling you get, the fever, the aches, the exhaustion, that's not just the germs doing their thing. That's the sound of your body's alarm bells going off, signaling that a major defensive operation has just begun.
Now, for an infection to really take hold, a very specific series of events has to happen. It's best to think of it like a chain. If you can break any single link, the whole process just stops. And this is what's known as the chain of infection. It all breaks down into 3 essential links. First up, you've got the source. This is where the germs are just hanging out. It could be a sick person, a doorknob, maybe even a pet. Second, there's the spread. This is how the germs actually travel. A sneeze is a classic example. It's like a rocket launcher for virus particles. And finally, you have the new host, a person who's susceptible, who then breathes in those particles or touches that doorknob. This cycle here shows it perfectly. Source, spread, new host. And this right here is the empowering part. You can break this chain at almost any link. When you wash your hands, you're disrupting the spread link. Covering a cough, same thing. These simple little things aren't just about hygiene. They're actual strategic moves to stop an infection before it even gets a chance to start. But let's say a germ does break through that chain. It finds a new host, you. What happens then? Well, that's when the alarms go off and your body's incredible internal security network just springs into action. Honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. Your immune system is this super complex, multi-layered security system. It's designed to detect and hopefully eliminate intruders before they can cause any real harm. And it has 2 main branches that work together. The first branch is your innate immunity. Think of these as your frontline security guards. They are super fast, they're always on patrol, and they react to any threat immediately. But they're not very specific. They use the same general tactics on every intruder. Then you've got the adaptive immunity. These are the special forces. They're a bit slower to show up, but that's because they're gathering intel, developing a custom attack plan for one specific invader. And, this is the really cool part, they remember the enemy for next time. And the innate systems toolkit is just incredible. You've got these physical walls, like your skin. If germs get past that, you've got chemical traps, like stomach acid. And if they somehow make it even further, your body unleashes these special first responder cells called phagocytes, which literally means eating cells. And they just hunt down and devour the invaders. It's a really powerful front line. You know when you get a paper cut and it gets a little red, warm, and swollen? Well, that's inflammation, and it's actually a good thing. It's a visible sign that your innate immune system has sounded the alarm and is rushing blood and a ton of defensive cells to the site of the invasion. It's proof that the fight is on. But, sometimes the first responders get overwhelmed. The infection is just too strong or it's spreading too fast. That's when the body has to call for backup. It's time to activate the most intelligent part of its defense, the adaptive immune system. And this is where the fight gets really smart, really personal, and strategic. The body calls in its elite units, these specialized white blood cells we call T cells and B cells. Their whole mission, to coordinate and launch a custom-built attack that's designed to take down one and only one specific enemy. So think of T cells as the field commanders. They go around, they identify your own body cells that have been infected, and they destroy them. They also give orders to other immune cells. Then you have the B cells, which are like the weapons factory. Once they get the signal from the T cells, they start mass producing a highly specialized weapon called an antibody.
So what in the world is an antibody? Well, it's basically a microscopic, precision-guided missile. It's a protein that has been custom-built by your B cells to recognize one thing and one thing only, a unique marker on the surface of an invader. Scientists call that marker an antigen. So you can think of the antigen as the enemy's uniform. The antibody is designed to find that specific uniform and nothing else. And the precision here is just stunning. An antibody fits its target antigen with the exactness of a key fitting into a lock. It's a perfect match. And once that lock is engaged, it is pretty much game over for the invader. The antibody can either neutralize it directly, or it can act like a bright, flashing beacon, flagging it for destruction by other immune cells. So this incredible ability to create specific antibodies and, most importantly, to remember an invader, well, that's the core principle behind one of modern medicine's greatest achievements, immunization. A vaccine basically works by giving your adaptive immune system a safe preview of a dangerous germ. It's like a training simulation. It introduces a harmless piece of the invader, which lets your T cells and B cells learn its identity, build the right antibodies, and create those all-important memory cells, all without you ever having to get sick in the first place. And what this all means is that vaccines give you what we call active immunization. Your body is the one doing the work, building its own antibody factory and creating a long-lasting memory. This is really different from something called passive immunity, like the protection a baby gets from its mother, which is super powerful, but it's only temporary.
This boot camp for your immune system has been a total game changer for humanity. It's trained our bodies to defeat all kinds of diseases, like measles, the flu, COVID-19, chickenpox, diphtheria, and rubella. It means that if the real invader ever shows up, your immune system doesn't hesitate for a second. It's already prepared for a fast, powerful, and decisive response.
When you think about it, from the simple barrier of your skin to the astonishing intelligence of your memory cells, your immune system is this unsung hero constantly defending you. So I guess the real question is, knowing the complexity and the power of this army fighting inside you every single day, how will you choose to be its ally?